Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to look at Josafina's mystery. So she has two mystery books. One is Secrets in the Hills, and the other is The Glowing Heart. Now, in The Glowing Heart, what happens is they have two gentlemen come to the rancho. One is an old friend of their Aunt Dolores's. Now, I'm trying to think whether they're married yet. Not sure 100%. I don't know if it indicates whether or not. Because at the end of, as if you've watched the videos, the end of Josafina's stories, Tia Dolores, their mother's youngest sister, marries their father. So, but we have somebody who comes up from Mexico City, who's a friend, and then somebody else that he knows. But things start going missing, including a ring that this gentle old friend of their Aunt Dolores's, their Tia Dolores's, had brought up that had belonged to, I believe, the aunt that she was taking care of down in Mexico City. So part of it is the Josafina and her sisters are arguing because they think that their aunt wants to go back, that she lived such a glamorous life, that she's not happy where she's at. And then, again, things go missing, and Josafina starts getting suspicious. So it does turn out that, and the silver goes missing, and I believe they find a young Navajo boy who's been injured, or a gentleman, and her aunt's servant is acting weird. So it does turn out that the Josafina is seeing her aunt's servant's brother about, but he also sees something. So it turns out that not their aunt's friend from Mexico City, but the gentleman he comes with, that he brings with him, who had lost a lot of money. He had been very, very wealthy, and he had lost, and he steals their silver, and he was going to sell it, and they did find it. So Josafina gets suspicious of this gentleman. The ring, this is around Easter, because they talk about a king's cake. The ring ends up having, it ends up in the, I think, not with, in the bread, and that was Antonio, which is Josafina's nephew, does that. So they do eventually find the ring, which her aunt actually decides to sell to help their father buy more sheep. So, because they do need more sheep, because they lost the sheep in that flood in the in her original series. I think it's actually in the first book. So, but yeah, that's the basis of the mystery. So the stuff, basically, she's searching for a thief. And then in the second one, so that's the Glowing Heart, which is actually the name of the ring. The other one is the Secrets of the Hills. So in this one, one of their neighbors brings a man that he was hunting down somebody's stray horse. And he found this gentleman, and he's injured, so they bring him in, and he's from Mexico City, and he has this map, and eventually Josafina, they're trying to figure this map out. Josafina, actually, when they go to church, she runs into, her aunt is in Santa Fe, not her Tia Dolores, but her father's sister, who's teaching her to be a healer. So she's actually having to take some of the responsibilities, and she's helping this widow who's cranky. She's cranky. And so what ends up happening, they realize that this gentleman's, he had two, like, uncles or great uncles who would come up, or ancestor who'd come up, and had basically this part of this map was sent back to them. Well, they eventually realized what's going on. The map was hiding something, not a treasure, the church's cross, because the only one of the two brothers who could write was the one that was the priest. And there must have been a raid. I can't remember exactly. It's been a week or so since I read the book. And he hid the church's golden cross. And they're Catholic, so their churches are still kind of elaborate. And so, and I'm trying to think of what the relation to the widow was, but she had the other half of it because it had been in her family. So they were, this gentleman who had it he was actually treasure hunting, and they're able to present the cross back to the church. I can't remember what the holiday was. It might have been Easter or something, and it, and of course Josafina learns that she is a good healer. So she's learning those skills, and she's able to help take care of people. But that is the basis of this story. So they're trying, it's a treasure hunt. And they're trying to figure out things. So I enjoy the mysteries. The mysteries to me are fun. They're very entertaining. They do add character development to the stories. So you get to see a little bit more of Josafina and her sisters and her aunt, and Josafina growing into herself as a healer. So that is it for this review. Josafina only has 2 mysteries. So if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. I will be continuing Josafina throughout this month. This is the second to last video I'm actually shooting for her. I'll be shooting her cookbook shortly. I did get a physical copy. I was able to find one that didn't cost like $500. But I will link, I think I'll try to link the archive because it's very, very hard to find. So, but after we finish up Josafina, going into May, I'm filming this at the end of February, we will go into Cecile and Marie Grace, which unfortunately doesn't have a lot of American Girl published stuff. Then we'll head into Kirsten and Addie, and then we'll jump into Sam, and we'll move on from there. So, again, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the rest of my channel. I do a lot of reviews. Last year, I did princesses and princess history. So, again, like and subscribe. Leave a positive comment if you have one, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.